Okay, so this lesson is about oral communication, and I would introduce myself to you first. I'm Saima Abadi. I have been working
Yes.
as an English language teacher for the last 17 years. I'm Cambridge certified teacher, and I have a rich experience of teaching to kids of different level, and definitely adults and teenagers. So I have an experience of teaching all these levels. I have also been using diverse teaching strategies to teach students and to come to their level in order to facilitate in learning process. And I have also an interest of developing ELT material and training features. I've conducted action research in this regard and have been triumphant in winning awards and presenting my research on international forums. So that was my brief discussion. Now let's see what is in the course. So in each of the lesson that's designed here, you'll find four parts. The first part is the one in which you would learn. In the second part, you will practice whatever you have learned. Then you will review within the lesson, and then we will extend it to another level. So this is going to happen in each of the lesson that we are going to have. So this is 2 months course. There are eight lessons each month. So in 2 months, you are going to have 16 lessons of this type. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's see what we have. These lessons are going to be thematic. So I'm going to introduce some expressions to you, and then you can guess what it's all about, right? So the first
Okay.
expression I have, can you read it out for me?
On a shopping spree,
Yeah, that's
a
perfect.
short period of time in which someone buys a lot of things, we went on a shopping spree.
Right. So the expression is shopping spree, and it means that a person, you can see this girl who's having all the shopping bags in hand. So she did this shopping in a very short period of time, right? So a shopping
Yes.
trip may be extended, but when it's a shopping spree, it's quite short. But you spend a lot of money to buy things. And you can see how it is used in a sentence. We went on a shopping spree. Can you construct a sentence of your own?
Um, Construct a sentence if you're on. No, actually, I don't get it very well.
Okay, so the expression is on a shopping spree, like you're going for a short trip for shopping. That's it. So
Okay.
you just need to add on two things: a subject, just like I, we, you, anything like that,
Okay.
and a verb, right? And the verb that is used here is went. So you can just add on another subject to make your own sentence.
They went on a shopping spree.
Perfect. And in order to make it yours, you can add on some details. For example, they went on a shopping spree last Monday, right?
Okay.
So it's
Yes.
very easy, right? Just relax and continue. And whatever you are going to speak, just focus on one thing. You need to speak, you need to participate. Right and wrong, it's not to be considered right now. Okay?
Okay.
I'll help you out the way I can, and I am there for you to support you. So be brave, okay?
Yes. I
Okay,
will try
so
it.
yeah, you are doing very well. Now, what about the second expression?
Haggled over price.
Okay,
To argue about the price of something.
yeah, and what's the sentence?
He hated to haggle over prices.
So, what do you understand exactly? Look at the picture. What are they doing?
Arguing about prices.
Yeah, and that's also called bargaining, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Right? So another expression for bargaining is to haggle. Haggle over price is more like an argument when people are aggressive a bit. No, this much, no, that much, and people are not settling very easily on the prices. So you need to be very strong when you are want to argue about prices or to bargain. Have you ever tried?
No, it's because my mama do every shopping.
Okay, so she do it for you. She does it for you, and that is why maybe because of that you didn't get the chance. But whenever you get the chance, would you do that? Would you haggle over prices, or no? You will buy as it is in the same price, whatever is
It
asked.
will depend on condition, on situation, I guess so.
Yeah,
If it
like
will be too costly, then I will surely do.
okay, right. That's perfect, and that's intelligent of you. You should try it out. I mean, I do it for fun most of the time.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. Let's see what's next. We have another expression here, and that is
Straighten up.
okay. And you can see that there are three meanings for the same expression. What's the first
Yes.
one?
To organize or clean a messy space, to tidy up.
Yeah, and what's the
To
sentence?
clean something, uh,
Perfect.
please straighten up your room before you go.
Okay. Does it happen with you?
No, I actually do
Oh,
by myself.
you're a good child. That's great.
Yes.
Okay. And can you see the boy? What is he straightening up?
Where?
The boy just on the right
The boy.
side. Can you see the boy?
Yes,
What is he straightening up?
he's straightening up his toys.
Yeah, there's a bucket, toy bucket, and
Yes.
he is straightening up his toys within the bucket. That's so perfect. And there is another meaning of this expression. Can you read it out?
Yes, to clarify some confusion or misunderstanding.
Yeah. So what's the sentence?
I must straighten things up between me and Sarah to
Does it ever
solve the
happen?
quarrel and
Yeah, very
uh,
good. That's perfect. To sort out a quarrel or a fight in between you and someone else, right?
yes,
Can you
yes.
come up with a sentence?
Um, I should straighten up things between me and my friend.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And in order to pacify someone, in order to put everything right, you have to do it. Sometimes you are not even wrong, but there's a confusion created, and you need to put it right, and you need to straighten up the things. That's perfect. We have Mavish here. Mavish, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Assalamu
Mavish.
alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Mavish, we have so far uh, learned two of the expressions. I will
Okay.
just quickly share with you and then move on.
Sure.
So the expressions were on a shopping spree, and you can see this girl holding so many bags, and it means that you're going for a shopping but for a very short period of time, and you're going to buy a lot of things. So has it ever happened to you?
Means you asking to me like,
Yeah. Has it ever
okay.
happened to you that you have did shopping in a short duration and you have bought a lot of things?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, mostly when
That in that time, we are in rush for
yeah,
lots of bag.
yes. And what about Eid? Isn't it happening at the time of Eid when we rush for things?
Very fortunate. I buy before Eid.
Oh,
So on Eid and Chandra time, I
okay.
am not recommend to go outside.
Okay, that's perfect. I even on the eve of Eid, I have never ever gone out. I think once only in my lifetime I have gone. What about you, Isha? Have you ever gone out?
No, mama always do for me.
Okay. Okay. So mamas are always intelligent enough to do everything perfectly before time. So the next expression is haggled over prices. And can you picture it out? There is a picture. Can you just figure it out what exactly it is? Mavish?
she asking something about price,
Do you
or
think that she's
she's saying
satisfied with the price?
no, she's not satisfied. Even she's see the something, I don't understand, in the knife or crockery things,
Yeah.
but
It
she's not
seems to be,
satisfied.
it seems to be cutlery because I can see the spoons and other things, and she's not
Yeah,
satisfied. I think it's because of price. Whenever you
maybe
see
a
that,
price or a material.
yes, about the material as well. So you haggle over prices means you actually argue about it. You try to bargain for the best price. Okay. So let's move on to the next
Yes.
expression. And we were talking about straightening up things. And there are two things which Isha has already read. Isha, can you quickly tell us the meaning of the two?
Yes, first one is to just clean anything, and second one is to sort out any quarrel,
Yeah,
any
anything,
misunderstanding.
any misunderstanding, fight, anything which creates confusion. So you straighten up relationship, you straighten up things like cupboard, like room, or like the bucket. The boy is doing it. Okay. And like the other picture as well. What is the second boy doing in the picture? What is he straightening up?
His bed sheet.
Okay, his bed. Yes, he's straightening up the bed sheet or bed, and it's also called making bed in the morning. Okay, and
Okay.
Manish, I would like you to talk about the last one. There is another meaning of straighten up. What it is? Are you here with us, Mavish? Hello. Okay, so you can continue, Isha.
Okay. To improve one's posture.
Yeah, you see that.
Stop. Yes.
Stop slouching. So you see how
Stop.
we sit. Do we sit straight
Yes.
or do we
Yes.
slouch?
G.
What do we do?
We have to straight ourselves, our
Yes,
body language.
yes. So this is called straightening up your posture, right?
Yes.
And it is good when we talk about our health as well. For our fitness as well, we need not to slouch. So if somebody is slouching while sitting or while walking, then you need to say, okay, stop slouching. Just straighten up your posture, or just straighten up yourself, and that's it. Okay. So
Yes.
these are the meanings. Okay, so let's see what we have next. Okay, the last two expressions are here. So can you help me out in this one?
Yes. Surf the internet. To spend time visiting a lot of websites. He spends a lot of time surfing the internet, web.
So all these things are same, whether you call it internet, net,
Yes.
web, they're all same, right? And when you're
Yes.
surfing the internet, it means you're
Inter-
spending a lot of time.
lot of time on computer and visiting sites.
Yes, from one side to another. So browsing seems to be more definite, in which you have something in mind and you are looking for specific information. But surfing is mostly unintentional or random. You're just surfing it for something which you're not sure where you're going to find it out. Okay, so can you come up with your own sentence for this one?
Uh, I surf the internet for preparing good notes.
Perfect. What about you, Mavish? Can you come up with a sentence for surf the internet?
I surf the internet with
Yeah.
learning purpose and as well as teaching purpose.
Wow, that's perfect. That sounds so great. So the last is remaining. Mavish, can you help us out in this? Can you read out the meaning and the sentence for it?
Second one, red one,
The last one, yes, hectic.
hectic day, week, month, and schedule.
A schedule, right? It could be schedule or
Schedule.
schedule.
Okay.
And what does it mean?
I make it my own sentence.
You can read out this one, then you can make out your own.
The day before the trip was hectic and tired.
Right. And what would be your sentence? Because hectic means full of activities, very
Yeah.
busy. So, how do you feel the quarantine time? Is it hectic or is it relaxing?
It was a hectic and also it was very isolation environment.
Right. You feel isolated, stranded. Right. So, we are done with the learning part and we are here with all five words which we require. What do you think is a topic? We talked about surfing the internet, hectic, day, week, month, or we have talked about haggling for prices, and then shopping is free and straighten up things. So, what do you think it's all about? What are we about to talk?
All about like a mm, activity of your normal days or maybe a planning of month.
Okay, what do you think, Isha? What it's all about?
Uh, I don't really have any idea, but
You can say anything.
um, I think so about a busy day.
A busy day or a busy weekend. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, just like you say about holidays, about days, yes, this is somewhat like that. You can have all these activities on any normal day or any weekend, like weekday or weekend. It's the same. It depends upon you. What do you do? So here I have for practice two girls or two friends talking about their weekend. So one is A and other is B. Who would like to be A? Isha or Mavish? We're just having
Me,
to role play.
A.
I, w- I would be B.
Okay, so let's start. A would start. Mavish, you may start.
Hi, how is it going?
All good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How was your weekend?
Pretty good. I went out with friends on a shopping spree. We haggled over the prices to get the best rates. It was fun. What about you?
Nothing special, really. I made meal for lunch and dinner, surfed the internet for new movies, and straightened up my room.
That sounds like a hectic day.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it was.
So now I think all the words, when they are in the context, are they making sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. What are the words which are highlighted?
Hectic,
Okay.
straightened up,
Price, price,
Oh,
shopping.
okay.
surfed the internet.
Okay. So now you know all the words that we are going to use in the next activity. So now
Yes.
you have to use these expressions. Okay. I would like, okay, what happened? I would like you, Mavish,
Yes.
you would be B now, and Isha would be
Okay.
A. And while you are going to read out the sentences, you can take the help of the hints that are in the yellow box. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so
Hey, how was your weekend?
Was it was a hectic weekend for me. I had I had hang straight up straight up my cupboard. That was a mess for a long time.
That's
okay.
nice. Okay,
Now,
ma'am.
now we are changing the roles. Now,
Okay.
Mavish, you are B, and Isha, you are A. Oh, sorry.
Ma'am, first I took
Okay,
A.
okay, yeah, yeah, sorry. You would be B, and
Yes,
now you would be A. Mavish.
that's nice. You know what I did?
What did you do?
I went out with my family on a shopping
Spree.
spree.
Did you haggled over price with the shopkeepers the way you usually do?
No way. I am not good at arguing with for price.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, now there are two things which I feel that this is the learning point. Number one, which tense we should use
Which
when,
tense would you wish me?
It's a
yeah,
present or maybe past.
We are
Both
talking
present or
about weekend. And this weekend, when I say it was, it means
was a
it
past.
has gone, right? We are talking about
Yes.
past experiences. So when we are using past experiences, which form of verb should be used? Should we say haggle, or should we say haggled?
Haggled.
Okay, should we say straighten up or
ED.
straightened up?
Straightened up.
Okay, that's perfect. Another point here for learning is, in the last, did you dash with the shopkeeper? It's a question in past tense, and did is already second form. So we are not
Yes.
going to use second form again. We would use first form rather. So what would be the right form here? Did you?
Haggle over price.
Yes. So in past tense, when we are making a negative sentence or a question with did, just after did, we have to use the first form of verb because the second form is already used. Okay. So it's all about past when we talk about past experiences, right? And in order to make present into past, what we need to do?
We need to change helping verbs.
Okay, but there is no helping verb in the examples. If I'm saying I watch a new movie, I wash my clothes, I play board games, these are all present. How can I convert these sentences into past?
By adding ed.
Okay, yes. So one of the ways is to use second form that has ed in the end. But not all verbs have ed added to
Yes.
make second form, right? But the one which we have discussed right now, watched, washed, and played, they have ed forms and added. So they are called regular verbs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if it's about past, which tense would we use?
Which tense would we use? Second form we will use.
Okay,
Second verb.
we use past form and second form of verb, right? And one of the ways to make second form is adding ed. And such verbs are called,
Regular verbs.
right? So there are two types of verbs. One is regular and the other is irregular.
Correct.
Regular verbs have ed to make second form of verb. So can you give me some more examples of regular verbs? Starting with you, Mavish, give me three verbs that can be converted into second form by adding d or ed.
Plate.
Okay, plate,
Uh, saw. But saw no. Plate. Watched.
washed, very good.
Walked.
Walked, okay, well done. What about you, Mavish? Sorry, Isha, can you come up with three examples of regular verbs in which we just add ed to make second form of verb?
One is prayed.
Great, well done.
Second form of pray. Striked.
Okay,
And sounded.
okay. So we have strike a stroke. So it would be irregular, but the other examples were correct. So you can see here a list of all the words or most of the words that take ed or only d to make their past forms, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's move on to the extension. Okay, I'm just skipping the review part and moving ahead with the extension because we have less time remaining. So now my question from both of you is, what did you do last weekend? First, tell me which tense would you use?
Past indefinite.
You would use past simple or past indefinite, correct? Okay, so who's telling me first?
To using all these
No, it's not
words.
necessary. These are hints.
Answer.
These
Okay.
are just
Hence.
hints. You can use whatever you want to. So these are hints given to keep you on the track. Okay, Mavish, so you can start. What did you do last weekend?
I was. I did my cupboard cleaning.
Okay, so if you cleaned your cupboard, what
Clean.
expression can you use? What new
It was
expression you have learned?
messy expression.
Yeah, for cleaning up.
Expression like
Did we use an expression? Have you seen that boy just cleaning up the toys? Have you seen the boy? I mean, cleaning up the bed sheet. What expression was used?
no expression. The girl.
Straighten up.
I mean,
Yes, well done. So,
straight,
what expression can we use?
straighten up. Okay.
Yes. Okay, continue, please. So, I straightened up my cupboard. This is done. What else you did? Okay, we can take turns. You said one thing. Now, Isha, your turn. You say something. A sentence.
Um, I did household chores.
Okay, you did household chores. That's great. What about you, Mavish? It's your turn now.
I was I was make uh, make the meal
You made
or
meals. Okay, that's perfect. Next,
Um, I met my uncle.
you met your uncle. Okay, that's great. What about you, Mavish? One more.
I played with my daughter.
Okay, you played with your daughter. That's perfect. And what about you, Isha?
I wrote a short poem.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, you must have a productive weekend with all these activities. I wish I could have done all these things. That's great. Now, let's see what's the next question. The next question is about what do we need? Why do we need weekend? Why do you think we need weekends?
The
Sometimes for
relaxing.
joy,
Okay,
for
first you said
relaxing.
for joy. What about you, Mavish?
Need a relaxing, but it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, for relaxation, but in actual, you don't get it. Okay, Isha, any other idea? Why do we need weekends?
Yes, a lot of works are also pending, so I need weekends to bind up with my work.
Okay, you complete them. Okay, that's perfect. What about you, Mavish?
Same thing, doing household stuffs and
Okay, you do household
lots of
chores.
pending study.
Okay, pending study, assignments. You're talking about
Also to
assignments.
complete homework.
Okay, complete homework. So you people study a lot. I'm so impressed.
Mm.
Okay, so we have another question, and that would be the last question. So let's see what it is. How would you describe an ideal weekend? And when I say ideal, it does not mean that it's happening with us. It's just like we look forward for a sort of weekend like this. So, what do you think it is?
Was a really cool environment,
Okay, we need to have a cool,
also relaxing.
okay, relaxing environment, cool environment. What about you, Isha?
By writing a lot of poetry.
Okay, I mean, this is a form of catharsis when you let out all the anger, all the bad feelings that you carry.
Yes,
Writing is a way to do that. That's perfect. Okay, anything else you would like to add on, Mavish?
water is my favorite, so uh, continue listening the water sound. Maybe
Oh,
stay here.
okay, yeah. These are the sounds that actually calms us, suits us down.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, one more to be added by Isha.
By visiting seaside and by making delicious food.
For whom are you going to make this food?
Uh, for my family.
Okay, that's so
Just
perfect. Okay,
yeah.
that's great. It was great to talk to you people. The demo is usually shorter than the class, which would be of an hour. And let's see what are you going to have in this course. So if you're going to take this course, firstly, you need to know that it's of 2 months. And I expect you to have enhanced English speaking skills. And apart from that, or you can say as an integral part of that, you would improve your grammar points, because I'll try to introduce a chunk of grammar in it to help you attain accuracy. Then you are going to have enriched thematic vocabulary and expression, because each lesson would be based on a theme. So that theme's relevant vocabulary and expressions are with you. And if you have noticed, I have not introduced the vocabulary in isolation or in words. I have introduced it in chunks and phrases. So it's easy for you to remember and integrate it in your oral communication or everyday life. Then I am going to give some oral communication assignments to you each week, which you are required to finish off on time so that I can provide my feedback for improvement. You'll also receive study resources in a form of notes or maybe links or books, PDF form. And once you're done with it, you'll get a certificate of course completion. In the last few lessons, I would ask you to suggest some of the themes you would like to explore for your study or teaching context. And if you're a student, this is definitely going to help you out in excelling in your examination or in daily communication. And if you're a teacher or a professional, it's going to help you out and start off something of your own. You can also, like I think Mavish and Isha, both of you can start off your own programs in which you provide face to face and online sessions for others. And you can also create your own videos, just like YouTube channel. Okay, so last I would talk about the charges. So this is monthly, 2 months package. So each month it depends upon you which package you would like to have, whether you like to have an individual one and you want to study all alone, or in group of 2 or 4. So according to your decision, the charges would differ. So if you are willing to have it individual all alone, so for 1 month it's 5,000. For a group of 2, it would be reduced to 3,500. And if you're studying in a group of 4, it would be reduced to 2,500. So this is how it's going to work. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Sorry, repeat again.
If you have any question, feel free to ask.